What's going on, everyone? John here with PowerWashMarketing.com and Power Clean Pressure Wash. And today I want to talk to you guys about that $600 that I know you got. I know you got it. I know you got that $600. And I want to talk to you about how to take that $600 and grow it into a business. Can it be done? I'm going to show you how to do it today. Let's get into the video. All right, first I want to say, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment below, hit the little bell notification thing. It really helps out with the algorithm and it keeps me motivated to start putting out more content like this. I want to keep going, I want to keep pushing, and I want to keep building this channel. So it would really help if you drop a comment. Let me know what you think of, the topics that we're talking about. So I already know that this is going to be a pretty controversial topic. So I can already see what the comments are going to be. There's going to be people in there saying that you can't get a pressure washing business started for $600. And while I would tend to agree with them, I wouldn't say $600 is an ideal budget to start a pressure washing company. It can be done. It can be done. And I want to show you guys how and what kind of jobs you can expect to get with a $600 budget pressure washing gear. So let's talk about the stimulus check. You got $600 in the bank, and it's very tempting to go out and buy a new TV or put that money on bills. But I am a gambler. I love gambling. I love rolling the dice. I love seeing where the chips fall. I just like gambling, So if I'm going to bet on anybody or anything, I'm going to bet on myself. So instead of buying that new TV today, take that $600 and let's build a pressure washing business. So for $600, the type of equipment that you can get, and we're going to go over that in detail in a moment, but I want to talk about the type of jobs you can do. You can't expect to do large scale jobs or even medium scale jobs, but you can target high profit margin jobs. That's still within your wheelhouse. The primary service that I would try to target is home siding cleaning with soft washing, and I'll explain more about that in just a moment. I would try to target 1 or 2 story homes, anything under 2,000 square foot. Anything other than that, just pass that lead off to another reputable pressure washer or pressure washing company in the region and make a friend and pass off a good deal. But anything that size or smaller, I think you should be able to handle that with a $600 budget equipment. Now, the reason why I'm saying that you should focus on soft washing is because soft washing is very quick. It's pretty easy to learn how to do. It's not the most difficult thing in the world. You do have to take your time. You do have to be careful, but it's very easy to do once you kind of get the hang of it. And it's very fast. You can wash a house in well under an hour, hour and a half. If you're just starting off, it may take you 2 to 3 hours in the beginning just to kind of get your bearings, but that's okay. Once you get more experience, after your first 10 or 15 houses, you're going to be washing houses in about an hour flat. The other thing is that it's a high margin job. A lot of guys get a pressure washer and they want to wash concrete. Well, concrete doesn't have a lot of profit margins. You can build in a lot of value into a home siding soft wash and then upsell that concrete. So I would start with home siding soft wash and then upsell the driveways and walkways. So how do you get those first customers? The best way to get your first customers is your warm markets. If you're just starting off in a business and you've only invested $600 into it and you don't have a lot to go into a marketing budget, reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, reach out to your coworkers, let them know the project that you're working on, and let them know that you're going to offer them some good introductory rates. Now, it's very important that you establish these rates as introductory rates because you don't want people to think that these are your prices forever, or you don't want people to refer people to other potential customers based on these rates. I can't tell you how many times I get people that say, how do I stop being the guy that offers a great deal? Well, stop offering great deals, right? You can offer a good deal to a friend or family, but then give them that little, give them that little disclaimer and say, listen, hey, these prices are just for you. Don't give these to anybody else. This is just an introductory offer. You're helping me get started. You're helping me get the equipment. It's going to be more. Disclose all of that right from the beginning, and you're going to set yourself up for some great recommendations and some great jobs later. So the other thing is Facebook. If you go into the buy sell groups, if you go into the realtor groups or anywhere like that, any kind of Facebook group, you can contact the admins and you can build relationships with them. You can add to their communities, and then you can drop your services, you know, with their permission in there. I have a great video that I'm going to link below on how to do some, like, basically Facebook spamming, just getting your stuff out there to as many groups as possible, and I'll link that below in the description. So the next question, very important. You spent $600 on equipment. How much should you charge? How much should you charge? There is, and this is where I'm probably going to get raked over the coals for the first time. There is a lot of stigma in this industry about the $99 guy. And listen, if you're the $99 guy currently, or if you're planning on spending $99, listen, I don't think anybody goes into this business saying, I can't wait to charge $99. I don't think that's how it works. I think they go into this business, they spend a lot of money. They spend $5, $10, $20, $30,000 on equipment, and then that equipment sits in their driveway, and their wives and their husbands and their friends and their family keep seeing this equipment just sit in their driveway collecting dust, and it's not getting any use. And so they start saying yes to pretty much any job, and they drop their prices lower and lower and lower to try to be what they believe is competitive. But what's really happening is it's ruining the market. So I don't advocate for $99 home washes. I don't believe it is a sustainable business model in most markets, but I do believe in offering a introductory price. So this is what I would recommend. In most markets, I believe that you can get away with $199 house washes for a single story, or $249. You can add another $50 for a two-story soft wash. And again, that's going to be anything under 2,000 square feet. I wouldn't do this complicated pricing where you're trying to figure out how many square feet it is, how many, and then have a multiplier, 20 cents a square foot. All of the, it just kind of makes things convoluted. Just charge $199 for one-story homes, $249 for two-story homes, and that's it. Now, as far as concrete, I would start off at around $149 for up to a 2-car driveway, and you could throw in the little walkway if there's a small walkway with that. And then you can bundle that with your home services and give them a $50 discount on that. So the driveway is costing them, the driveway and the walkway is costing them only $100. Again, there's not a lot of meat on the bones for driveway, so I personally would stay away from those as my initial offering. I wouldn't go into it saying, can I clean your driveway? I would go into it saying, can I clean your home? And then add on the driveway. Get the high dollar ticket price item, and then stay a little bit longer. Keep your sign out a little bit longer. Keep your vehicle out a little bit longer. Let people see you a little bit longer while you're taking care of their driveway. So let's get right into it. What gear should you buy? All right, so we're going to start with the pressure washer. We're going to go with, on Amazon, there is the highest rated one for a budget, and it is the Simpson Cleaning MSH 3125. This one is going to be good because it's, first of all, going to be 65 pounds. It's only 65 pounds. That means you can easily lift this thing in and out of your vehicle. I know that's not something that a lot of people think about, but when you're going with belt-driven units, or you're going with larger pumps or larger gas tanks, these things get heavy. And the worst thing you can do is throw out your back in the middle of a job and they have to call the ambulance. You don't want that happening. And if you don't have the budget to build a stationary vehicle, or you have a young guy that has a good back on him, then you may need something that you can get in and out of your vehicle pretty easily. So you want something lighter. This machine is going to be light. Even if it's completely full with gas, it's going to be on the lighter side that most people can get in and out of their vehicle. Simpson's a great brand. It's going to come with a Honda motor that's going to have a 2-year warranty on it. Now that's going to be a consumer warranty. You're going to be doing commercial products or commercial services, so it may not line up. So don't plan to heavily rely on that 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 warranty, but you know, it's there for you. Now the machine is only 2.5 gallons per minute. That means it's only allowing 2.5 gallons a minute of water to go out. What that means for you and your business is it's going to take you longer to do jobs than it would a 4-gallon, 5-gallon, 8-gallon, because there's not enough water flow coming through it. Now 2.5 gallon is the bare minimum that I would recommend for you to start offering services to people, and it's going to take you some time. Just go ahead and calculate that in your mind. You know, whereas a 4-gallon machine, I'm able to wash houses in under an hour. 2.5 gallon machine with rinsing and everything, I mean, it's going to take a little time. It's going to take 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours in the beginning. So just prepare for that and just take your time, learn the machine. You're going to gain a great appreciation as you step up in your machines and you start to say, wow, this is going dramatically faster when I'm doing my upgrades. But for the meantime, a 2.5 gallon is pretty much the minimum that you would want to be at. And again, I'm not putting my stamp of approval. I'm not saying this is what I would do and this is 100% where I would be. But if we're trying to stay in that stimulus money at $398, this is pretty much the lowest cost item that we have. And we only have $200 left in the budget. So let's see what else is in there. So next is going to be an MINGLE pressure washer hose adapter set. Now I'm a big fan of quick connects. I like quick connects to quickly attach and detach hoses. If a hose breaks or something like that, I can quickly detach. I don't have to sit there and screw and twist my arm and twist my wrist and wear out my wrist and all this stuff. I can just quickly attach and detach. That's what you want. The pressure washer comes with a 25-foot hose, but it doesn't come with quick connects. On the hose, the pressure washer itself doesn't come with quick connects, or the wand doesn't come with quick connects. So this kit is going to turn all of that into a quick connect setting, and it's going to give everything the ability to tie in with quick connects. The other thing it's going to do is give you the ability to add on different hoses or different wands at a later date, so you can quickly switch in between them, or ball valves or anything else that you want to add on, or downstream injectors, what we're going to talk about in a little bit later. So it's going to give you a lot of versatility when you add that quick connect kit on there, and at only $16.99, this is a great investment. Pick up this quick connects. Next is a pressure wash hose. Like I said, it comes with 25 feet. The pressure washer that I recommended is going to come with 25 feet. That is not even close to enough. The big thing with pressure washing, well, soft washing a home, is you want the pressure washer itself to remain stationary while you're able to make yourself around the entire home. I have found that I use a 200-foot hose, or two 100-foot hoses run together, and that works great. I'm able to hit pretty much, I haven't had a project that I haven't been able to hit with 200 feet of hose, but I would say you would want to start close to around 100 feet of hose when you're first starting, but that's not really in the budget. So today we're going to be recommending the Tool Daily Wash Hose 3 1/4 or 3/8 inch 50-foot hose. So the 50 feet plus the 25 feet that comes with the pressure washer, because you bought that quick connect kit, you can connect all of these together. This is going to give you 75 feet of of hose. You're going to be able to go around one side of the home and basically take care of that side, and then go around the other side and take care of that side. This is only $44.99. It's a good beginner hose, very basic. It's non-marking, or it's mark resistant, scuff resistant, so you're not going to leave scuffs on their driveways or on the side of the house as you're pulling the hose. But you may have to move the pressure washer around a little bit, but the goal is to minimize how much you're actually moving the pressure washer around. Next, we're going to be talking about the garden hose, and the garden hose of choice for me is going to be the Flexzilla. Why? Because it's light and it's durable. I love light and durable hoses. They make my life so much easier. You don't want a super heavy hose when you're dragging that thing and you're coiling it back up and your arms are tired and you've done 2, 3, 4, 5 houses and projects per day. You want something light. You want something that's going to be resistant, and Flexzilla is a great product. So this is 50 feet of hose. This is 5 5/8 inch 50 feet of hose, and it only runs $31.98 on Amazon right now. Now, this is going to be one of the most essential pieces that you're going to have in the entire setup. And this is the MINGLE adjustable chemical injector, or your downstream injector. So what a downstream injector does is it sits after the pump on your pressure washer, but before the first hose. So you're going to connect it directly into your pressure washer where the water comes out, and then connect your hose into it. Then it has a little nozzle that comes off, and that's going to go into your chemical or your treatment. When you're using the soap tip, the black tip on the pressure washer wand, that's going to create a siphon that's going to suck the treatment in through the downstream injector into the water line at roughly around a 10-to-1 ratio, and it will spray out of the wand. When you switch to a different tip, a high pressure tip, then that siphon is going to cut off. It's not going to have any back pressure, so it's going to just basically cut off on its own, and you're able to switch to basically pressure washing mode. So the reason why this is so important is this is the key ingredient that's going to give you the capabilities to do downstreaming or soft washing, it's a downstreamer, but it's going to give you the ability to do soft washing. And this piece for $20.49 is going to make you a lot of money. Now, if there's one thing I can say about this thing, you have to make sure you rinse it. So when you are done, just spray for about 5 minutes with just water, let water go through it and get it nice and clean, because the sodium hypochlorite that's going to go through it, or the treatment that's going to go through it, is going to corrode it. There's a little ball and a little spring. When that little ball and that little spring get corroded, they get stuck and the suction stops, and you're going to have to buy another one. These things are cheap, they're throwaway. They make more expensive ones, but that's not in the budget. We're trying to stick to under $600, and I'm going to take care of that for you. So $20.49 is going to give you the ability to soft wash, and this is going to make you a lot of money, high profit sales, high dollar ticket items, and you're going to be able to clean up to about a 2-story home, up to about 2,000 square foot, and you're going to make a few $100s per job with this little piece right here added onto your pressure washer. All right, so the key thing about pressure washing, or soft washing should I say, is being able to do everything from the ground. You don't want to get on ladders, you don't want to get on top of the house, you don't want to get on roofs, you don't want to do any of that. So the soap tip is going to spray a fan. So the little black tip, once you have the downstream injector hooked up and you have the black soap tip, it's going to spray a fan. That's great for 1-story homes, but 2-story homes require you to kind of shoot up into eaves. Sometimes the first story is reset, or the second story is recessed a little bit, so it makes it a lot harder to get with the soap tip without actually getting on the home or getting on a ladder. The Ladder Saver Long Shot Chemical Rinse Nozzle is going to be able to supplement that for you. Basically, it works like a soap tip, but it shoots a jet out. And it says it can get up to 50 feet in the literature, but with a 2.5 gallon machine and the lower PSI that you'll be running, you probably confidently get about 20-25 feet. So again, 2-story homes would be no problem with something like this. You won't be able to do 3-story homes, but 2-story homes you should be able to do with this attachment. And at only $34.98, it's going to give you that ability to expand into 2-story homes. It's a great add-on instead of just limiting yourself to 1-story homes. Next is going to be the MINGLE Turbo Nozzle, and I like this kit here because it comes with another set of pressure washing nozzles, so they work as backups for the pressure washing nozzles that you have now. If you look at this tip, it's going to be a 2.5 orifice, and that's important because you have a 2.5 gallon pressure washer. If you had a 4-gallon pressure washer, you would want a 4.0 orifice. And so it's very important that you look at these and not just buy anything, because if you hook up a 4-gallon or 4.0 orifice tip on a 2.5 gallon pressure washer, you're going to lose a lot of pressure, practically cut your pressure in half, and you're going to wonder why. It's going to feel very airy. It's going to feel like you're basically not cleaning anything, and you're practically not. So you want to buy the right orifice size for the unit that you have, and this one is the right one. The turbo nozzle, what that does is it shoots out a jet of 0-degree water, very similar to the red tip, but instead of shooting shooting it straight, it shoots it on a bearing, which moves it in a circular pattern. That circular pattern is going to create a clean spot and really dig in to those areas that are extremely dirty, but you only want to use it on very hard surfaces like concrete or brick. So this is going to make doing driveways a little bit easier. Unless it's like flat work, then I would use just a fan tip, like a 40-degree fan tip or a 25-degree fan tip. But you want to use this on like aggregate or brick or something rough textured and hard surfaces, and it's going to make that job happen a lot faster for you. So pick up a turbo nozzle. It is only $17.99 for the set on Amazon today. The last thing that you absolutely need is a 5-gallon gas tank. Now, the pressure washer that we're recommending does not have a huge gas tank, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to fill this thing up a couple times per job. That's one of the trade-offs that you get from not investing into a larger pressure washer, but it's okay. It's going to give you some appreciation for when you don't have to fill up as often. I know I did. I know when I started with a small unit and I would go back 2, 3, 4 times on a single job and fill this thing up, and I went to a larger unit, 4-gallon machine, and I fill it up once a day, if that, you know, and it lasts pretty much the entire day, which is really, really great. And then when you go to a bigger system and you're using a remote tank and you're tapping into a 15-16 gallon tank, it's going to be even better. But for now, we're trying to stay under that $600 budget. You got to pick up a gas tank, and pick up a 5-gallon. Don't pick up the 3-gallon. Make sure that you have enough gas to last you for an entire day. If you want to keep that pressure washing going all day and a little bit into the next day, let's say you have an early morning emergency job, you want to take care of that person, boom, get that done. This gas tank should last you a day and a half if you are working this pressure washer to death. So make sure you pick this up. It's only $23.97. Get yourself a good gas tank. Don't get a cheap one where if it knocks over, it spills or anything like that. Get yourself a good gas can. I believe in good gas cans. I've had a lot of different ones, and I like this one. It's a good gas can. It's made by a company that makes pressure washing equipment. So pick up this gas can, $23.97. It's available on Amazon today. So that's pretty much everything inside of that $600 budget. There are going to be a few more other things that you're going to need. You're going to need chemical. You're going to need sodium hypochlorite. That's the chemical that you're going to put into the soft washing system. You are going to purchase that from a local pool supply store. They call it Pool Shock. It's a 12.5% sodium hypochlorite, and you don't dilute it. You just leave it exactly how it is. You want to buy about 5 gallons at a time, or sometimes they only have them in 1-gallon buckets. They sell them at Walmart or things like that. You can buy them. You want the liquid version. You can put it in a 5-gallon container or 5-gallon bucket that seals up nicely. I was using it when I first started, a 5-gallon carboy. Worked great. You're also going to need a surfactant. A surfactant is basically soap, right? And soap is going to allow the treatment or the chemical to stay on the surface for a little bit longer and let it dwell and let it work and let it do its thing, right? So you want that surfactant. Now, you don't have to be super fancy. There's a lot of super fancy ones out there that cost a lot of money that work really well, but we're trying to stay cheap today. We're trying to stay under that $600 and try to grow that into $1,200 and $2,400 and $5,000 and $10,000 and $1 million, and we got to stay cheap right now. So I recommend Gain laundry detergent. It works great. It smells great. Sodium hypochlorite, the active ingredient in bleach, mixed with Gain detergent. It smells like home. It smells great. Customers love the smell. It's awesome. Last, you're going to need some flyers, right? You got to market. You got to have some marketing. Have some flyers to hand to the customers after they're done with their job. You can go to powerwashmarketing.com, and there are some free templates of flyers, and there are some paid templates of flyers. Go on there, download them. They're absolutely free, and you can put your name, your phone number, all of that stuff. You just need Microsoft Word, and you can get started today with those free flyers. So do yourself a favor, print out 100 flyers. You can even do 2 flyers on one sheet, have, you know, Office Depot or Office Max cut it in half, and now you've got 2 for the price of 1. You know, you've got 200 flyers. Have some flyers on you, hand them out to the customers customers that you do the job for and ask for referrals. Hand them out to homes, you know, if you're going around door to door, if you're at business functions, wherever, just keep a couple flyers on you. It would be nice to order some business cards, but if that you don't have that in the budget right now, flyers are cheap. You can spend as little or as much as you want on flyers. $5 can get you flyers, $100 can get you flyers. So you don't need a huge budget to do flyers, and you can pick them up locally. So that's pretty much everything that I have for you today. That's all that you can do with your $600 budget, and then that is realistically going to give you the capability of making an extra $400 to $1,000 a month with just side weekend work. You don't have to put a lot of energy into it. If you want to keep your day job, but then just make some weekend money, make some beer money, make some grocery money, make some, you know, big screen TV money, whatever you want to make some vacation money. Who cares? Pay off that bill, pay off that rent. That's, you know, you were laid off and you have to pay off the rent now a little bit because you're a little bit behind. No problem. This can give you the capabilities to do that. Take that $600 and multiply it. Get out there, do a little bit of networking, a little bit of marketing, and it doesn't take much. And start building the quality of life that you want, and start investing into yourself. 2021, I really believe, is the year for self-investment. And I know I have made tons of investments in myself over the last year, and it's starting to pay some serious dividends. I'm super happy about all the project that's going on right now. It's exciting. It's a lot, and I can't wait to share all of those things with you guys very, very soon. But either way, this video is about you. Take that $600, turn it into more money. And I know I'm going to get raked in the comments. I know people are going to say, you can't start a power washing business with $600. You're ridiculous. Blank all of that out, right? There's nothing to it but to do it, get out there, make that money. And that's going to be the end of this video. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell notifications so that you are notified the next time I put out an awesome video just like this one. And leave a comment below. Did this video help you out? Is this the kind of content that you want to see from this channel? And are you going to use your stimulus money for this business? And if you are, let me know. I want to hear about it. I want to share in your success. Either way, thank you for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.